morning. Pleasure to have you here.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Transform 2024. This is my first time at this conference and at this venue. I would say this is a very cool building with a very cool industrial and yet techno vibe. And it's been a great event so far. My name is Mei Dent. I work at TeamViewer. It's a little hard to see, but hopefully just a show of hands. How many of you have heard of TeamViewer? Thank you. Thank you very much. And maybe you're using it personally to help your grandma with her iPad remotely. Or maybe you run a small business and you are getting remote IT help. Or you're a seasoned IT administrator for your company where you are using TeamViewer to manage your large assets at scale securely. Regardless of the use case, why am I here? TeamViewer is known as a IT remote support and connectivity company. I hope in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show with some real customer examples, some real use cases, that how TeamViewer has been using the core connectivity technology, adding AR and adding AI, and really solving much more challenging issues in the industrial metaverse. So what is a metaverse? To us, metaverse is a concept. It's not a thing. Right? It's a concept to combine the physical world together with the digital information to create a much more interesting, immersive user experience. And hope with that, we can use it to increase productivity and solve more challenges. And we already see, kind of at the consumer world, we can relate to some of this concept at play. I don't know how many of you have kids. Certainly my daughter played with Snapchat filters. Hours of fun for her when she was young. And she probably didn't realize to make that so personal and interesting, AI technology was used behind the scene to really capture that facial structure, capture that environment to create the relevant filters. Or you could be like my son who played Pokemon Go. And I think it's still one of his favorite games, right? Where the digital Pokemon characters are superimposed into the physical world. You can be really anywhere. I'm from Canada, so you could be on campus in a small city, or you could be in Berlin. And Pokemon is everywhere following you. And it uses GPS data to impose these digital characters onto the physical environment we live in. And you also know where your friends are, so that you can actually have a collaborative game at the same time. And this is offering a new user experience. And or recently, I think more e-commerce companies are adapting the kind of the VR mixed reality environment for shopping. Right, so we see it in paint shops. They help you be immersive in that environment to visualize what that might look like with my furniture and lighting. Or furniture stores, right? They help you with a layout in the room, glasses. Right? You probably can try it on how glasses look on your face without going to the store, or clothes. A lot of these applications are popping up, and they are right now focused more on entertainment and on e-commerce. When from a kind of a technical sense, that they are the data that's behind it is single-dimensional. Right? There's a lot of that data is generated by these companies to augment that user experience that we are calling the metaverse in the consumer world. I would say in the industrial sense, this is a much different world. To us, there's a lot more data that's already in the day-to-day business process in the industrial world. This could be a user manual, a training video. It could be a meeting notes, right? It could be the service calls that you have had for this particular new line of machine. Or it could be on the shop floor. I love this Like it feels like we're in this real industrial world, right, with that U-bound going through. And the others all could be day-to-day with the operational data that is already available on the shop floor. Right, so there's quite a bit of these type of data already existing in our day-to-day business. Innovative companies have been able to take a deeper look at this data. Some of that data has been digitized, some of them has not. But we are working on solutions to create this digital twin, to use it to help with productivity, improve productivity, reduce downtime, enhance security, and really looking at new ways of innovation. So this is a very short trailer video of the latest application we built natively on Vision OS. Vision OS is released at the same time as Apple Vision Pro as their first entry into a completely new device for spatial computing. And we have worked with Apple since their launch on the Worldwide Developer Conference last year to create the first application for industrial use. And we're very happy that we were able to get support with them very closely, and have this particular app available during the Apple Vision Pro launch event in US in February. We really look forward to Apple continue with this device launch and rollout plan, and someday our EMEA friends can also start using this. And with Apple's user experience, their ingenious design for this particular device, we hope that also that it's not just limited to consumer entertainment usage, like watching what they have shown in the videos when they launch, watching a video or film in your living room in an immersive experience, but also have an enterprise and application usage. You can say that's a little futuristic, a little too visionary that I can see for the day-to-day average industrial use. But there are a lot of other devices that are already in play here. There's a lot of smart glasses manufactured today on the market with various different forms to fit the need. Some have a very rugged design. Some is very simplistic so that you can just pick it up and use it for a support call. And wearable scanners so that you can really free the hands so that the frontline workers can continue to use both hands in their day-to-day environment. Rugged tablets, iPads, phones that you can be mounted on a forklift in a very noisy and potentially dusty industrial environment. So these devices, together with connectivity, right? So 5G, Wi-Fi is really important for data transmission, and also integrated camera, getting more and more sophisticated, not only on resolution, but also on other factors like thermal imaging, etc., and voice control. With AI, now we can do translation, live caption, all of these capabilities. With these devices and with the technology that's going behind these devices, this is available today. Right? Apple Vision Pro, we hope that it will take a stronghold in the marketplace, and companies like Apple will continue to innovate. Meta, has another device, right, that is also selling very well, and these devices are here today. This is innovation that's already happening. Why does this matter to us? Why does it matter to TeamViewer? It's because 80% of our workforces are at deskless jobs. This could be a picker in a warehouse. This could be a remote field engineers that's serving a windmill in the Canadian prairies. That's middle of nowhere, essentially. Or it could be a very complex mechanic that's trying to learn on the latest safety procedure of a, say, airplane engine. Right, so these frontline workers make up 80% of our workforce, and together with some of the other mega trends that we are seeing since COVID, in terms of aging workforce, in terms of hybrid of working environment, that connectivity and that support reach for expert becoming more and more important. This digitization process is like happening now. We see it happening in other industry in the last 30 years. I would say in the early 90s, we saw a digitization revolution, essentially, right, with the knowledge workers. Much of the enterprise content got on the web. Much of the workflow become digitized, right, with knowledge management, content management, all the buzzwords, in the last few decades around intelligent information management. During COVID, we saw a acceleration of the digitization process during I think in the consumer world, right? We all of a sudden find that if you don't have an e-commerce, e-shopping website, you're probably going to be hurting a lot in your business. Or in the banking industry, at least as in North America, so many banks offered much more online banking choices, right, during COVID, in insurance, in healthcare, in utilities, etc. And this type of digitization process is happening right now in the industrial world. And together with data, with connectivity, with these devices, innovative companies are really looking at a new way of realizing those value with the technology we have. I just go through a few examples. So for warehouse pickers, instead of using a pad, paper, or a Excel spreadsheet to track the order, we can give the warehouse picker a pair of smart glasses. They still work the way they do, and maybe a wearable scanner. And the work order for the pick order for the day can be downloaded to the glasses and get presented to them as they walk through the warehouse. How much to pick, where to go, what to pick is all in their field vision, just in time as they go through order by order. Or in the repair, the remote field engineer, in the way that they need to support these complex devices. Maybe they can now, through satellite connection, reach menu, get in touch with an expert, like what we see in that Apple Vision Pro demo, where you get a very interactive bi-directional annotation just one click away with connectivity. Or for the airplane engineers, right, safety is paramount, and now together with 2D or 3D models, they can couple that with instead of PDF, now they can do step-by-step workflow instructions to make sure that every step of the security training is accomplished the way that it needs to be, and for auditability and for traceability. Right, so there's quite a bit of these type of innovations that can be happened for our frontline workers using the technologies that we have today. And we certainly face it. I'm pretty sure you probably also hear it. Right, there's still quite a bit of objections. Right, the objections is it's not at scale. It's not integrated into the business process. It's not part of an ecosystem that is so diverse, just a one-trick pony, and also 3D is a very complex process to use. Instead of trying to just, bombard it with maybe technology level speak, I thought it would be good just to look at a few use cases, right? These are real customers, real business processes they have used to solve and refute these objections. So the first one, and for this, we have been working with Ford Motor Company. As you know, Ford is one of the largest car manufacturers in the world, with 3,000 dealers in US alone and 7,500 worldwide. And Ford Motor Company deployed an AR technology from TeamViewer to these dealerships, where the dealership can reach out to the headquarter technicians for complex machinery challenges, so that the experts can really have a see what you see type of experience, helping them resolve complex machinery challenges very quickly. And this able to reduce the maintenance support hours that's required, and also be able to increase productivity as a result of this. And they deployed about 3,000 of these AR glasses to the various dealers. Probably just, I think I'm running out of time, so I'll let this one go, and then I'll probably speed it up a bit. So the next objection is AR really not just POC, but is it ready for prime time? Is it really integrated into the day-to-day business process? And so for this one, I thought we'll take a look at Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola HBC is one of the largest warehouse picking companies in the world, or facilities in the world. And in this facility, we have deployed, again, AR glasses that every warehouse picker, they come in the morning, they sign in, they pick up their glasses, and their entire day's order is now loaded onto the glasses, where it tells them where to go, how much to pick, and what to pick. And through that, very interactive and convenient user experience through the glasses, they're able to achieve a very high pick accuracy at 99%, and also increase productivity and efficiency as well. So this is one of the warehouses, right, with Coke, and Coke has been, we've been very fortunate be one of the early adopters of this particular technology for the last 7-10 years. And you can see that they all not only have it on their eyes, right, so where they follow where they go, they also could be mounted onto the forklift. And the third one is typically in the industrial settings, there's a lot of suppliers. There's a lot of different vendors that are part of the ecosystem. And I would say a car manufacturer at this point is probably one of the most complex ones. Right, so in this particular use case, we're going to look at Hyundai. HMGigs is Hyundai's Smart Factory Innovation Center in Singapore. This is a greenfield, brand new facility that are cell-based, so it's not an assembly line. And in this facility, humans, robots, the entire supply chain is digitized in making their Ioniq 5 cars. And it went into production at the end of last year. And they make use of TeamViewer's AR and 3D. 3D, I think it just started rotating. 3D computing, 3D spatial technology from TeamViewer in quality inspection and also manufacturing processes in one of the cells. And last but not least, I'm going to just on the 3D. Is 3D is just for looking at a picture, or 3D is really being used by our customer as well? So in this particular case, we'll look at Hilmar. Hilmar is a premium motorhome manufacturer in the world, and they use both VR and AR during the entire product development lifecycle. And during the product development stage, they use a Siemens Teamcenter and help the product designers to visualize how it might look in the real-world setting. And once the prototype is built, the same models and the technology is transitioned into the manufacturing floor, and they deployed TeamViewer's AR technology to help the frontline workers continue to visualize the parts, structure the workflow so that they can really interlock that product development to manufacturing in a seamless process. I hope through these concrete examples from these reputable companies that we are able to look and see for ourselves that these use cases are real, They're part of the business process today. They are mission critical, and they will only continue to grow. I hope that this will inspire you to look at the industries that you're working in for that next set of relevant and challenging use cases. And we can work together as technologists to continue to solve these, right, in the coming years. So that, before I leave, I also want to take this opportunity. Tomorrow is International Women's Day. I see some female colleagues and friends in the audience, and I also want to say to my colleagues and friends back in the office, and also all the other allies and supporters, thank you very much for support for me, for us, for each other during this journey. And I hope that we'll continue to trailblaze onward and upward. Thank you.